Hey Andy, great to see you this last week. You're making some good progress with your game. Sorry the driver hasn't been going quite as well for you. I had one of my spies out checking you out this last weekend, and he said that you, well, it wasn't very nice actually. He said that you were pretty easy money, but once the money was off the table that you actually started to play better, and apparently the back nine you drove the ball a lot better than you did the front nine, which is kind of to be expected. It's brand new information, so it's going to take some time to work in better. I had a lesson actually with Al Hijack right after you the next day on Saturday, so it was interesting that you guys had played together that Friday afternoon. So it was funny. He's a really nice guy, and he's been working hard in his game too. You guys should try and catch up and play some more golf. I've got his information if you need to get in touch with him. But you guys are both similar, so it'll be good for you. So your lesson this Friday morning, we talked about two major components. We talked about one was your right arm function and how it tends to rotate and roll way too far open. And then the second thing we talked about was your function with your shoulder, your right shoulder, and just to pivot in general to get deeper. So one of the things that had been going on with your movement of your right shoulder, I was hoping, well, sometimes it takes a few different tries of things to get the right formula. But we can see here in the takeaway on this right panel how far open your right elbow is. This right elbow is really tucked into your side. Now your left arm's rotating a lot as well, but your left arm is supposed to rotate, so I'm not looking at that as being the potential issue. The issue is coming from this right arm and how far open this right arm's going. Now your tendency is to be to rotate this really far under on the backswing and then to really come over with the right arm on the downswing. Now one of the things we fixed in the last month to 6 weeks is we've fixed this right arm coming in with that stone skipping feel. So that stone skipping feel was your one absolute fix to stop the ball hooking left. Now you can see with this video here now, this right hand is doing a really good job with that, with staying under and through. But the direction it's coming down, yes, it's over, so we understand that. One of the reasons why it's over though is because it has to. Because you're so far under here, it has to come over. You don't have a choice. Otherwise you'd miss the ball. Now obviously missing the ball is not an option. Your brain's not going to let you do that. You're too much of a competitor. So your natural instincts make you come over. You can't not. So our fix for this particular part or phase of your game, your swing, in your changes, we tried to, well, we did, we had you feel as though the inside of your right arm and your right palm didn't turn away and face away from the target so early. Basically the entire backswing, we tried to have you feeling like both your right hand and right arm really didn't rotate at all. They kept themselves facing towards the target the entire time. So there was no rotation, there was lifting. We wanted your right elbow getting away from your right side in the takeaway. And we can see here, I'm just going to zip across to this left side. When you turn back in the left side, we can see here in the takeaway how close this right arm is to your left arm. At this point, we'd like to see your right arm still above your left arm, not vice versa. We can see the bottom of your left arm is about here, and we can see your right arm there underneath your left. We should have your right arm visible above your left at this point. So that's going to get your right side a whole lot higher. Now that right side being higher does make it more difficult to turn. So we're having some success with just the right arm being higher and that feeling. I tried to get you a feeling of trying to get it more from the inside. That wasn't quite working. So the last point that we got to was the right arm higher and feeling like it wasn't rotating, not so far under, and then we added some turn in with your body. And adding that turn in with your body was a key ingredient to get you hitting the ball straighter and more solid with a little bit of a draw down the target line. So that was it. That was a lesson for Friday, and good luck with the practice. And yet again, if you want give you Al's information, just let me know. He's a really nice guy and a super competitor too, so it'd be good for you guys to play quite often. I think he's got a bit of time in his hands like you do, so he practices hard, and maybe you guys can even help yourself with practicing together or something like that. But give me a call, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday, Andy. All the best, mate. Good luck.